listening to the voices behind Women's Cricket Chat. That's Alex, Hannah, Georgie and Cassie. Coming up on today's podcast, we've got the France women's captain, Emmanuelle Brelivet, or Manu as she likes to be called. We talked to her about cricket being on the rise in France, what France can do to get more people involved in cricket and how to raise the profile. And if that wasn't enough, we also learned that Manu is a maths teacher and that she has won Flawless Stats.
Joining us today, we have Emmanuelle, or Manu.
Thanks.
Note my wonderful French accent there. Thank you, GCSE French. Captain of France's women's national cricket side, who have just come off the back of their ICC T20 qualifiers. So, Manu, just fill us in. Firstly, how did you get into cricket and why did you start playing?
Yes, it's a good question because it's not so known in France, cricket. So when I was in Nantes in France, I didn't know anybody, and I met someone during a training for finding a job. Her name is close to me. She has started to show some pictures of this sport before, and I thought, oh my God, this girl is crazy. I don't know this sport, and she's already showing me some picture. Then we became friends, and every time we met, she was, "Oh, come on, Manu, just once, please." And so finally, after maybe 2 months, I came for my first training in my city in Nantes, and I really enjoy the sport. First training was great. It was so simple, just a ball, a bat, and you have to touch the ball and run. So I really enjoy this. And since I was new in the city, I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any friend here. So it was a way to be with like 15 girls from 20 to 35, 40, and to know some people who had just started cricket like 4 or 5 months before. So it was very new in the city. It was my first sport, team sport. By the past, I was doing gymnastics when I was young, and then 10 years of badminton. And I really enjoy the team spirit in cricket. So I dropped badminton, and it's how everything started.
So on the gymnastics front, England batter Tammy Beaumont was also a gymnast. So, you're in some pretty good company there.
Yeah, and Tammy Beaumont is my favorite batter. So I didn't know she was practicing gym. Yeah, I love to see her batting. For me, it's kind of model, strong opener, the right mindset. So I didn't know I share this with her.
So would you say then that Tammy Beaumont is your cricketing hero then, or is it someone else?
Alors, I don't know if I have like only one hero. For batting, yes, she is for sure. Then I have several people like I admire for the game. Since I'm captain, I love to see the captain in the national team. So, for instance, I'm fan of Meg Lanning, Sophie Devine for New Zealand, and England, Kohli for India, or Joe Root. So I love to see that. And also all-rounder. I'm fascinated by all-rounder like Ellis Perry, Sophie Devine as well, Natalie Seifer. So, but Tammy Beaumont, it's kind of idol. And also for bowling side, Leigh Kasparek from New Zealand.
It's amazing that you're so into your cricket when it's not something we would tend to associate with France, really. Like we say French cricket, and that's that's a playground game. We've got your blue bats and it's tip and run, like you say. And so to see a team like France take part in the ICC T20 qualifiers was amazing. What was that experience like for you and the squad? Because you seem to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, for us it's historical. You know, we are in the development stage, and to go to this tournament, to be allowed to go there and to play, it's historical for the development, and it brings us so much motivation, energy. We play against the best. We learn really from them by watching them. You know, so close, so close. And I could speak for hours about this tournament because it was so huge. And we had like a talk with the player, who was a wonderful player after the game, and they're so kind, so simple. It's so easy to speak with them, giving some advice, just speaking. And now we have like a second wave. We came back in France, and we have some support from all over the world. We don't have any support in France, so it's kind of strange, because I got some text on Twitter or Instagram from people from India, England, New Zealand, Australia. I didn't have any from people in France. So I try to contact French media to say something huge is happening for women in France. It just came from the World Cup qualifiers. We play cricket, and we have started to have some support from all around the world. But I didn't have any answer. But for instance, I got some mail with Shikha Pandey from India. Also from the former captain of Australia, Lisa Stalekar, and 2 days ago from Leigh Kasparek. So this tournament bring to French cricket like a huge opportunity to know we are playing cricket in France. We are developing cricket. We are training hard to develop, to improve the level. And now we are like the small one coming in a big world, and the great player, amazing players that you have watched them on TV for so many hours. They are just saying, hello, welcome in this world, and you are welcome. And everybody with who I was speaking, texting, say me, if I can help you in any way, just ask and let me know. So we are like this stage, and I really want to use all this energy to bring more motivation in France for people playing, and also for people already playing, that they can be more involved and see there is a great future for cricket in France.
And obviously, with the World Cup qualifiers, there was a lot of talk about the pitches. There was only one score over 150. But on the other side of that, for you and your team, Marie Villelaw dismissed both the Bryce sisters within the space of 3 balls. Would you consider that a historic moment for France? And how do you think it's going to help move the game forward in France when little girls and boys in France can see players like Marie do wonderful things like that on a big stage occasion?
Yeah, I think Marie is the best example to show in France that you can learn a new sport like cricket, because she's playing for like 15 months, and she has learned spin 5 months ago. So Marie is the best example of someone, a really sporty person, who can come practice for 1 year and a little bit more, and doing some great things during a game. And for me, we work hard during the tournament. We didn't show really our potential, because it's very new for us to go to a professional tournament. So many things new, and facing Ireland, Scotland, Netherlands, it's huge. So we didn't show, I think, our potential, especially for batting. But what Marie did with 3 balls, it just show at the end, it's the last, really the last games, the last balls. It show we play cricket in France, we train, and we can show some great things too. And I think what she did was kind of highlight of the tournament for us. And since she dismisses the wonderful Sarah and Catherine Bryce in 3 balls, it's kind of putting the light on the French national team with Marie Violo, and she's putting the light on the team.
I mean, you're definitely putting a light on the team too, because you've got the most incredible bowling fingers of 5 for 14, and that is something any of us could be proud of. So you can't put it all on her. You're up there too, and you're leading from the front. And so playing at that tournament, obviously you played against sides like Scotland, but then there's also test playing nations like Ireland. What was it like to play against a side like that? And for those that can't see, because we're on a podcast, Manu looks very excited.
First, it's a dream, you will play like against your idol. People, full member, ICC full member. So it's huge. It's like if you were playing England. For me, they are at the same kind of level. So first, you need to think, don't panic. They are just girls playing cricket, because otherwise your mind is focused on this player, and you are not playing, you are watching them playing or watching you playing. So for me and to the team, I say, okay, they are just girls playing cricket for a long time, very well trained with a better level than us. But what we want to do is to do clean and proper cricket, like clean things. Don't panic, play your game. So we went there with this mind spirit. And also our coaches, Saravana and Jeremy, told us a lot. You will be so close to them. Look how they play, how they bowl, how they stand on the field, how they are walking. So we were playing and also looking, all the time, how they behave, everything. And it was like kind of a window where you can see professional cricketers, and you are just behind the window and have a small view of what is a professional cricket. And by the end of the game against Ireland, I had the chance to speak with Flora Delany, the captain, which is one of my model, because she's a captain, a great batter, and she's leading her team like in a soft way, always smiling and doing great. So I had the chance to speak with her, and like I said before, like all the players we met, and Laura Denani is very kind, simple, smiling, giving some advice, and so available just to talk. But I also asked her to sign my bat, because for me, I'm a big fan. So, and I think every girl from the team, after this game, we were like realizing, oh my God, we just play Ireland, and it's something for some people it will be a lifetime experience, because who knows who will be there in 2 years, who knows what will happen. So we really enjoy this and learned the most we can learn.
And what's incredible is that it's only 2018 that France were granted full WT20 international status by the ICC. What did that mean to you to get that?
It means a lot. So we did some European tournament before. We have started in 2011, 2012. But to be like in a T20 international is the next step. So first we were very honored to be there and to play. And when we know we have some steps to follow. But it was amazing, just to say that you have a international games, that you have statistics Like you have a profile with stats about your batting, about your bowling, and yeah, and you become more involved and dedicated to your sport, because by reaching these steps, you can go further. So give lots of motivation and energy to give more.
And you just mentioned that the France's women's cricket team was established in 2011, and cricket in France as a whole is quite young still, with the men's team being established in 1998. Since your involvement with France cricket, what sort of developments have you seen, and where do you see the France team going in the next couple of years?
I think, as like in many sports, we saw the difference by the past between men and women. It's classical, so we had to fight more as women. We have started to with the French national team in 2011. I wasn't there. I arrived 2 years after, and we have started I would say like beginners level for a national team. Then we won the tournament in 2016 in Denmark against Italy, Germany, who was there? Belgium, Jersey. Maybe I'm forgotten some team, but we won a tournament, a European tournament, second division. And then with France Cricket, they had a different look on the French national team, the women French national team, and they started to give more money, travel to train, more coaches, a little bit more facilities. So then we fight more and more, and in 2019, we won the tournament, European tournament, second division in France, in our city, in Nantes. And then, the president of France Cricket, Pré Boubalan, was so moved and so proud to have his national team winning a tournament. So we had more and more, a little bit more money, a little bit more clothes, a bag. It's not that we need material things. It's not this. It show you now you are a player who has the support of the federation. So we had this small step, and Saravana and Prébou, donc Saravana, our coach, and Prébou, the president, worked for more than 6 months with ICC so we can go to this tournament in La Manga. So now I would say both men and women's team are at the same level for dedication of the federation. So, as a woman, it's kind of victory. And we are so happy and proud to have this. So for the French national team, it's really, we are more and more supported. And then for the development, it's the same, but we have to fight really a lot because cricket is not a sport play in France. So it's hard to find people. But now we will have like dedicated program for recruiting and young people, like in school, from kids. But for this, you need to have people, passionate people who are ready to give their time for free, because we are not paid. Of course, we are not paid, but we have this passion in France, and I feel especially with women. We have several women who are in the board of France Cricket. We have Maëlle Carguet, Tracy Rodriguez, Lara Armas. So we have women involved also in the board who are going to give lots of energy to develop more cricket for kids and young women, and boys too, of course, boys too.
And it's incredible to hear you say things like, it's incredible to hear you saying things like, you know, the passion is more important than the materials and the material aspect of it. And also, obviously that is important, but it is your passion that is going to inspire that young generation to come through, looking at people like you. And will you be helping out and going into schools and that kind of thing to encourage girls to get into the game in France?
Yeah, actually, I didn't say that to my husband yet. He doesn't know, but what I'm going to tell you. But I am a teacher. I'm teaching mathematics. So I love to teach and to share things. And I'm thinking in the future, what can I do to help my sport to grow? I would love, of course, to go to school, and just because I'm the captain. I think just to see girls and say, okay, I'm playing in the French national team. I'm also the captain. For me, it's not big because in my team we are at the same level. Okay, I am the captain on the ground, and it's very simple with the other girl. But for young girl, like our kids, to meet the captain of the French national team of any sport, so football or even cricket, just the name captain of French national team, it's huge, and they can say, "Oh my God, it's a star." They doesn't know. They don't know. I'm not even. Nobody know my name in France, huh? But they could say, "Oh, it's a star." And if we train a little, she just playing cricket for 8 years, and she's already captain of French national team. If we work and train for cricket from now, maybe in 5 years, in 10 years, we can go to this team too. So yeah, I could use this title to go in school and say, okay, you can train, or Marie Violo. Marie Violo is the same, because I will tell you something. How Marie has started cricket. So we have one coach, James Ratcliffe, who is coaching in my club, not cricket club, and he's also a teacher, English teacher, and he is giving this course in a very high school, engineering school in Nantes. This course, it's cricket in English. It's optional, and Marie took this option, and she has started cricket like this in school, engineering school. So she was 22 maybe. And one day, James, the coach, told me, Manu, there are several girls playing cricket in this school, and there is Marie. She's very sporty. She's already bowling well, batting well. Can you come to this training and spoke about your journey in cricket, how you start, and now you are in the French national team? I say, of course. I went. It was a training in winter, 0 degree outside, frozen, but at 8. And I was okay, let's go. And so I spoke a little. I say, okay, I'm present myself, and then I say, yeah, and James told you, if you train a little bit, you can reach the French national team for sure. And they were laughing. Girls were laughing. Men were smiling too. And then I say, for now I'm the captain of French national team, and I've just started cricket like 8 years ago. I trained for 5 months, and I was in the French national team 5 months after starting cricket. So what James is telling you, it's the truth. And Marie was there, and she was listening, and she wasn't laughing. She was really listening. And then she came at one training in our club, not cricket club, and she enjoyed the sport. She started to play, and 1 year after, she was selected in the French national team. And a few months after, she went for the first time in a World Cup qualifiers against high-level teams. So yeah, we can really try to involve people by just explaining where we are from and what we've done when we started cricket.
And to think that you're a maths teacher half the time, you're the captain of the French national team is just incredible. On the little maths thing, I was just wondering, do you find the stats of the game really interesting because you're a mathematician?
Of course, I'm fond of the stats, all the graphic. I'm like, oh yeah, no, 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 no. I'm always counting. Yeah, yeah. I think it helped me in kind of way. And I know some people who don't really know cricket. They're like, there are too many numbers on the screen, or there are too many things. And I found this fascinating. Like so many things to analyze, and also I think like with the I don't know the word in English, la trajectoire de la balle, what the ball does when it's in the air. Of course, I'm always looking at for bowler what's happening, and there is this part of geometry that I think I enjoy too.
It sounds so much better in French as well.
And obviously, we've seen the impact that the 100 has had in England on the women's game. Do you think that there is a potential for something like that in France? And if so, how would you guys go about it?
Yeah, it's really funny that you are asking this question. Really interesting one. We are speaking now, yeah, about something like this. The president of Nantes Cricket Club, Sabine Lurie, who is also the manager of the French national team. When we were in La Manga, she told me we need to do something like the 100. It brings more like people want to watch this kind of excitement. But the question is how, really, how can we do this? So we just have the idea. We want to do something. And now during winter, we will work out how can we do this? Something interesting to watch, interesting to play, of course, because it's the main purpose. And yeah, with maybe other national team or mixing player from different teams. So I think we will work, yeah, with maybe other countries like Germany, Austria, Italy, Norway, Sweden. We are at the same step. Germany is a little bit ahead because they are working hard for like 3 years now, and we know we are like behind them. So for us, Germany is the next step, and we are really impressed by their work, and it's a great example to follow. To have a target not so far, like reachable. You can reach it, but you have to work hard for this. Huh? It won't come like this. So Germany is, yeah, I think in the second division is leading this, and it's inspiring for us. And then the other country I mentioned, yeah, we are at the same level. So why can't we just help us each other and build something? It will be great, and then we will enjoy, and maybe some TV or media will be interested in putting some game on TV, or could be like something interesting for the Europe. Yeah.
Maybe Women's Cricket Chat will have to come on tour to France.
Yes, of course. You are very welcome in France. Alors, in Nantes, we have a lovely ground, in a public park. You have a castle, some old trees. It's lovely. And we have one artificial pitch and three natural pitch, turf pitch. So it's kind of, we can play with who wants to come. We have a lovely ground, and we are always so happy to welcome some teams or anyone.
And so you'd welcome us, but we would also welcome you over here next summer. Will you be coming to watch the 100 or coming to play? And you could come and watch your heroes like Heather and Tammy playing in the 100.
Oh my God.
The top names in the game.
Yeah, I didn't think about this, but now since you say that, it looks amazing. Maybe it will be my target for next holidays. Yeah, I can't find word for this to sing, just to be close to this player, or it's huge. It's huge. I can't say anything. Yeah.
And just on Tammy and Heather, if given the opportunity to play in England, would you take it? And what sort of things do you think you would learn off the likes of Tammy and Heather?
Alors, I think I will learn first how a professional cricketer behave and he's during the day, like what they are doing, simple things, what they are eating, how many hours are they training, what they are doing, how many times they repeat the same shot. So all like the daily life, what we should do to improve and become a professional cricketer, first thing. Then I will speak about, ask them, how would you train your brain? What are you thinking before entering to the ground? Do you have kind of mantra you are repeating? And do you have any fear that you are fighting? How is it with the pressure? Because this player, when you play in the 100, like you have million people watching this. So I will ask, how can you deal with the pressure, or how can you use it so it can be helpful for your game. So all about this, I think, and then I will watch them play and ask her, okay, I don't manage for my batting to watch the ball until the last moment, to bend enough. What advice could you give to me? And I think they will say maybe you have to practice 1,000 ball. And so I say, okay, for the moment, we don't have any facilities in France to do this. We don't have any place with bowling machine. Like you can come and just train for 2 hours. And so this, and then I will ask, about fielding too. Okay, when you are in your fielding position, what are you thinking? For each position, what should I watch when I'm looking at the batter? What should I watch so I will know the ball is coming to me? How do you train for eye catches or all these things like this? Yeah.
It's just so amazing to hear you talk with such passion about the sport. Like you don't even have a bowling machine, but for you, it's all about getting out there, getting that time on the pitch out with the girls. Yeah. And inspiring a generation, which I am positive you are doing. On a final note, what would your one hope for let's say the next year, what would your hope be with French women's cricket?
I have several objectives. I will start with the French national team. For the French national team, it's to work hard. And people as just see in La Manga, if you want to go to the next step, we should work out like almost every day. And people have already some really hard objective. But if you want to play at this level now, you need to be dedicated to your sport. So the team will grow and will be better and better. And I think the big thing is for development. So we need to have more women, more girls playing. So I would really love, and I think the federation will put lots of energy on developing a program that we can use in school. And about this, I had a video call with the Brazilian captain, Roberta Averti. And we spoke about cricket in Brazil because Roberta Avery, not Averti, Avery. And we share like how they managed to develop this in Brazil. And they have started everything with one program in one school. Yes. Roberta, inspiring because they managed to develop cricket and they started in the right way, not only thinking about adult person, but thinking first we should try something like small objective, a program in one school. It worked, and then they spread this. And now I maybe I won't say wrong number, but I had in mind like 50 schools involved now. Now they have a player in the national team who have contract. It's the first country where it's women who got contract before men. So when I had her on call, we spoke about all this, and she was absolutely so kind and saying, I can send you the program we made, we can share, and I can explain you more. So this call was, I think, in the beginning of August. Then the month of August was very full with La Manga training. And now I know they are training and practicing a lot for their qualifier, who should be in October with, I think it's Argentina, USA, and Canada. So I for the moment, I let her be train and be ready for this, because they have a really good chance, I think. But this winter, I will definitively call her back and speak more about development for sure. And like I said before, we are several countries at the same step of development, or some are a little bit more advanced, like in Brazil. But if we can help each other in this way, it would be great. Yes.
And also, a Manu Roberta partnership is something we have a lot of time for.
Yeah. What do you mean?
We love Roberta and we love you. So the two of you working together is something Women's Cricket Chat can only dream of.
It's kind. Yeah, it's kind. We have coach Saravana and Jeremy. They always say, you just need the minimum to play and become a good player. You don't need to have so many things, so many grounds, bowling machine. Yes, it's good. But if you have the minimum, you can already do great things. And when they said that, I was, oh my God, it's so true. If we are used to the minimum and giving our best with the minimum, like, can we imagine after when we will have more, like bowling facilities? We will do great thing. But so I think we don't need, like you say, with passion and people, motivated people, and the minimal, which is a ball, some stumps, and a bat. We can go to school and play with kids and make them enjoy the sport. And for training, it's the same. You have one ball, wicket, stumps, and you can practice. Or even I learned with another coach, Dana Shekaran, how to train my batting with a tennis ball, a tennis table ball, very light. I can throw it against the wall, and I'm practicing my batting. Or I ask my husband to throw me a tennis table ball. So yeah, with the minimum, we can do great things. But of course, you need energy and time.
And for someone who might be sitting in France right now, thinking about playing the game of cricket, what advice would you give them?
For someone who want to start?
Yeah, for someone who wants to start playing.
Yeah. I would say first, enjoy the game. Don't think too much. It's just a ball, a bat. You hit and you run. I would say like, yeah, enjoy every small moment. And then if you like this type of sport, then listen to your coach, listen to the advice they will give it to you. Yeah, from the beginning, be very focused. If you are focused and if you train, you can go very far in cricket. In France, you can go very far. And for me, for beginners, it's just to play small game. So they say, oh, this sport is different from the other. I've never played a sport like this. It's a team sport where you have individual moment, which is awesome. You can have both in the same sport. And you have this team spirit, which I have never seen this before, on the ground and outside the ground, because in France, we don't have so many grounds. So when we have some games, we are traveling for the whole weekend, and we are in a mini bus for the whole weekend with music, and we are sleeping in hotel. Who can do this when they are adult, like to go for the whole weekend with some friends, and you are at the hotel, you are playing cricket. It's too good. So you have this team spirit, and in the club, for me, the club is my second family. It's really people I spend so many hours with them. My husband, after mocking me for 3 years, he was playing tennis. He was telling me, "Oh, cricket, it's not really a sport. You're not moving. You are not running. It's so slow." In comparison with he was playing tennis. Then one day he came for a club day. He played and he enjoyed it so much. And he told me, you run, huh? it's kind of cardio. And I say, yes, it's a sport. And he enjoy all the spirit after the game and people sharing some good moments together, having a drink, talking, speaking. So then he went into cricket, and now he's as fond as me about cricket. He was taking care about the financial part in our club. He can be a captain also of his team. So yeah, for me, I have a second family with cricket, and I'm so happy because I can share this with my husband too. And I have a daughter, small daughter. She will turn 4 soon, and she's also in this spirit. She's at the ground with us. She can see sometimes a dad and her mom playing together, or being the captain of 2 teams facing. Or sometimes I come just to watch my husband. I am taking care of my daughter, and she has a small bat, small ball. We just play for fun. And there are other children, the children of the other players. And we are just sitting, having a picnic, watching cricket, and it's so good.
It's a proper family affair for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And would you say that's one of your favorite memories in cricket, getting your husband involved as well? Or what is that one thing that will always stick in your head in cricket?
No, probably one of the best things. You're true, because my husband is very sporty. He played so many sports, and he's really good. Every sport he tries is really awesome. So when I understand that he was really interested in cricket, it was kind of, okay, he's really sporty. So if he likes cricket, it means his sport is good too. And I was happy that we can share this. And now he's a great player. He learned cricket in France when he was like almost 30, I think. He's kind of all-rounder, really good batter, really good bowler. Almost, I can say, not fast for me, but more medium pace. Can be a captain. He's a great fielder, running so fast and taking every catch, and he's really inspiring. So we share this, and this year it was kind of hard for him because this year was dedicated for me. I was the one training a lot every weekend, and he was taking care of our daughter. So he really supported me for the whole year, and I couldn't have done what I did in La Manga without him, for sure. Yeah.
It is honestly, I can speak for myself and Alex, it's been so great to speak to you. You're going to inspire a generation of French cricketers for sure. So thank you so much. And just keep doing what you're doing. And we can't wait to see you over for the 100 next year. We'll have to have a trip to the cricket together, and then we'll be in France with you. Basically, you're stuck with us now.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah, of course. I would like really to thank you, both of you, first for getting in touch with me. It's an honor. Then you are so kind, and it was so interesting to talk with you. And just that you are putting some light on French cricketer, it's awesome, because I told you, in our country, in our own country, nobody is interested for the moment. So when you have support from abroad, it's huge for us, and I'm really so happy, and I really enjoy to talk with you, and thank you so much for all the good wishes. And really, it's not like something saying like this, but you are welcome in France. You are welcome in Nantes, in my club, and we will still get in touch, and you will come for sure, and we will come too. Yeah.
Massive thank you to Manu for coming on and talking to us about all things French cricket. Not the funny pun we like to say, the literal team of France. And Georgie and I sort of think it's such a shame that they don't have a bowling machine and they don't have basic facilities like pitches. So hopefully with this podcast we can help raise the profile of cricket in France. And if you want to follow Manu on social media, it is at Prelive Emmanuel on Twitter, And to all our listeners, if you want to keep up to date with everything we're doing, you can follow us on Twitter at WCricketChat, on Instagram at Women's Cricket Chat, and if you want to give us a like on Facebook, we are Women's Cricket Chat. If you'd like to give our personal Twitters a follow, then it's at Hannity1194, at GeorgieHeath27, at Cassie Coombs98, and I'm at Alex Jane Pereira on Twitter. This has been Women's Cricket Chat. Tune in next time.